this is Jill Goodell, and I wanted to talk about sketchbooks today. Right now in my classes, we're doing some nature sketching, and I'm using this kind of book as opposed to others that are on the market right now. What makes this one unique is that the paper is handmade in India, and it's a really soft paper, but still durable, so that you can take and put in all kinds of things. Now I've pasted this from my title page, but here is a watercolor painting, and I've been doing some splashing on there. Here is another watercolor painting, and I've been using washi tape on this, and here's another butterfly, which I'm also used washi tape on the side here, which is the stamps, and a poem that's been written about butterflies. So unfortunately I got this at the Hobby Lobby, and it doesn't look like they have this size anymore. So I don't personally like to go to Hobby Lobby so much, but I prefer actually going to Amazon, because I live out in the country and it's easier for me instead of having to drive into town to find my art supplies. So, but I was leaning towards this because there's no gap here. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Here is this is from Amazon. I really like this sketchbook. It's a really nice one. Again, the Indian kind of paper. But the problem is that you get to a certain point and you have a gap, and it's between the signatures, and that becomes a problem. And I'll show you how I fixed it in several other ones. I actually left it for a couple. So you can use washi tape to fill up the gap. So I'll just do that right now so that you can see what I'm doing. And I can cut it to the size that I want it, or I can just tear it off. It depends on what kind of mood I'm in, if I'm going to tear it off or not. But I'll be a little bit more concise today. And so I've got this in here, and the washi tape is a very light kind of tape. It's got adhesive on the back, and what's nice about it is that if you put it down one way and you don't like it, you can lift it up. And so there I go, I have that, and I can use this either side to make my I'm going to take a little bit more off of this top, and so you're not seeing the gap. So I really like that. And let me show you what I've done. This is a new sketchbook. Let me see what I can show you on the older one. So this one I did with acrylic ink. Acrylic paint. And let me see if I can show you one that's here's one that I've used tape on. So this is masking tape. You can get colored masking tape, all different kinds of colors, and I had yellow. If you get a blue one, then you can do blue. And this was what I did on this. This is acrylic paint, so therefore you can see why I've got the parchment paper in between, because they can stick together. But you can do all kinds of things, with the washi tape or the tape. And then here is one where I didn't fill it in because I thought it would ruin the painting. So that doesn't work. I mean, it's fine. I like the painting and such, but this is so much better to do the double kind of thing with this that's having the interference. I could have put blue tape in here and maybe worked on maybe doing the fence. Maybe I'll do that down the road and change things. So that's what's really nice about this paper, is that it can do watercolor and acrylics. And if you notice on this book, I actually glued the pages together so I could have more of a body for painting itself. So, but this was done, this actually was paper, and then this was paint, and then this was paint. Last thing I want to bring up is the loose sheets. You can get loose sheets on Amazon, and these are colored ones. And these, what I really liked about these was that I got a letter. It was printed, but it was a signature from the artisan that made these papers. And I really thought that was neat. And this, again, I bought at Amazon. And this was watercolor with pen. And I really felt good about it. The problem with this paper is it's really hard to erase. And you can see I still have some pencil marks here and there. So that is something that you have to be careful with when you're doing this. I always work with pencil first, then ink, and then I erase. And some of the stuff I got, some of it I didn't. Here is a painting that is done in acrylic. So you can see you can do acrylics on this too. And what's interesting is you see how it doesn't warp at all. This isn't warping like you would with a 20-pound paper. And I do not believe that it's 90, maybe or 100, but it's not very heavy at all. And this is what it looks like when it's not painted. So this is my little short video on sketchbooks that are not your typical just cotton watercolor sketchbooks. These are the ones that have paper from India. I hope you enjoyed the video.